Kaintuck Hollow Trailhead. Little map of the trail system here at Kaintuck Hollow. I don't know much about this area, so I'm just going to kind of come in here and explore a little bit and see what I can find. I know there's a natural bridge. That's about all I know. Come across a big old group of pine trees in here. Dudes are pretty tall. Still have a little bit of fall color out here. This tree is really pretty. See some yellow down in there too. Trying to find a way to cross this creek here. It's actually running really good. Kind of surprising. The trail is actually a little across the creek up there, but there's no way to, no rocks or anything to jump on. So I'm kind of just going downstream to see if I can find something. Alright, I crossed over. Now I'm just trying to find the trail, which I think it's right here. Okay, back on trail. Little open area. I've been steadily climbing up the last quarter mile or so, and it's pretty muddy through here. I guess they got a lot of rain recently. Kind of makes the hiking a little harder. But yeah, I'm trying to make my way over to DeWitt Pond, and I think there's a spring there, Wilkins Spring. That's the plan right now, and then on the way back to the car, I'll stop by that natural tunnel. I was walking over here to check out this dried up pond here, and a bunch of deer just ran up into there. They were gone way before I can get my camera up though. There's a little water in it. Pine trees, cedar trees, pretty. There is zero wind today, and you can hear how crunchy these leaves are. I doubt if I'll be sneaking up on any deer today. But I was lucky enough to see one a little bit ago. Yeah, I'm still walking this ridge line along this old logging road. Just walking through the hardwoods here. Not much really to see. All right, got to my intersection. This way here will take me down to DeWitt Pond in Wilkins Spring. There's a pond right here, and a bunch of ducks just flew off of it. Oh, there's actually ducks on it right now. That is awesome. Oh, there he goes. And there goes a squirrel. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Nice find out here. I just saw that duck. He's in the woods over there, just perched. I think he's just waiting for me to leave so he can get back on the water. It's a pretty cool little pond. Still on the logging road. Alright, I just got down from the top. Alright, I finally made my way down here to DeWitt Pond. I think, and I'm not sure about this, but I've heard this is all spring fed by that Wilkins Spring. See a couple of ducks way out there. It's a pretty cool little spot. Go up here to the spring. Well, the cattails. That is pretty cool. So there's another pond behind the spring. I wonder if the spring seeps over there too. Cool area, really pretty. It's kind of marshy through here. Well, I'm gonna head back to the car, or head that way anyway, toward this bridge. I bet that water is freezing. Looks like an old foundation to a house. There's part of the chimney here. I just come across another pond. I climbed to the top of the ridge, and this was sitting up there. Pretty awesome. Climbing up to the top, and just an awesome view of these pines on each side of the trail. So cool. This is the way I just came. Some tall pine trees right here. Really nice. Some nice colors over here. These yellows just pop. Alright, I think I finally topped out, heading toward the natural bridge. Alright, here's my intersection down to the bridge. Go down here and check this out. Maybe spend about 20 minutes exploring the natural bridge. Then head back to the car. Alright, I am almost to the natural bridge. It should just be right up here around the corner. Well, it doesn't look like much, but here she is. Guess I'll try to go through it and see how much light is in there. Oh, that's pretty cool. The opening on both sides is a lot bigger than what I thought. Yeah, pretty big opening in here. Wow, yeah, pretty awesome. I'm actually going to go through this one more time from the big side. The big opening. Yeah, it's pretty cool in here. There's one little spot where I can't see the ground, and I had to get my iPhone out to illuminate the ground. But other than that, it's pretty bright in here. Yeah, right in here I can't see the ground. That's pretty awesome. Pretty cool. And I'm standing upright all the way through it. Awesome. Alright, I'm almost back to the car. I went through that tunnel like 4 times. Like a little kid having fun. That's pretty awesome. It was actually a lot cooler than what I thought it would be. Yeah, the hike itself honestly wasn't that great. There was like a 1/4 mile stretch over by DeWitt Pond with all the pine trees. That was pretty awesome. But the rest of the hike was, I don't know, pretty uneventful. 2 ponds, the smaller ones, the DeWitt Pond was pretty awesome. The spring was awesome. Of course, that tunnel was pretty sweet. That little 1/4 mile section of hiking through those tall pines was really the highlight of the trip for me. That's what I like, is the pine trees. Yeah, I'm glad I came out here to see what I can find next week to go hike. See you next time. Alright, one more obstacle before I'm done. There's the cars up there. Alright, until next time.